Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm going to make, I think it's 5 photo layout, and it's with photos from last year, and it's the day when my daughter had her first seasonal graduation from school. I don't know what you call it in English really, but the day when school ends. And we here in Sweden, we start school when we are the year we turn 7, but lately it's been almost like mandatory to start school 1 year earlier, and that school year doesn't have a real number, so we just call it preschool class. And so this is when my daughter finished her preschool class year. And I have some really cute photos of her standing outside the church, and she's wearing her very soft pink graduation clothes, and she is smiling and making faces, and I thought this series was just wonderful, and I even got the opportunity to put a little full body photo there as well, so that you can see her lace skirt. She was super cute this day, and I was really happy with the clothes that we had chosen. And yes, those small things that can make a mommy really really proud. And I'm using a basic gray paper, and I can confess now that I have quite a collection of basic gray papers, and it will hurt my soul to use them up, because I will miss this company so much, even though I wasn't a fan the last couple of years. But this super cute floral from, I think it's from the knee-high collection, bow tie knee-high collection. It has a really nice backside as well, and I'm going to use both sides on this page. I have a challenge for myself that I've started just recently, and that's to use pattern paper in a more different way. And I have normally been using pattern papers as big chunks, almost like displaying the papers like it is, and no interruptions. And I think that I will start and try and use it a little bit more like other people do it, more like a frame around a photo block or so, or just peeking out from under a photo block. I will try my best to see if this is a style or a method and a way of thinking that could be good for my creativity, because I really like these very bright and bold pattern papers, but they are really hard to use. So I thought that if I could use them in smaller bits and pieces, that would make me use them and also make it easier for me to showcase them on my pages. So that's a plan that I have, and I'll try and see what I can do with it. The top photos are from within the church. Here at our school district we have the end of school ceremony in the church, and the school in Sweden is non-confessional, is it called like that? It is prohibited by law to have religious elements in school, because you never know what kind of religion the kids belong to, if any. And it's been quite a talk about having the ceremony for end of school in church, and it's been lots of talk about it. And there have been very heated discussion between the two, those who believe it should be there and those who believe it shouldn't. And when I was a kid, it was nothing we ever talked about, because then the law said a bit differently, and we even sang hymns in school like that. But then it became differently, and of course it is a much bigger deal these days with multiculturalism. And I totally understand and agree with the the right to get a blessing that you that you want, and not be forced any other blessing on yourself. But anyway, so these ceremonies are non-Christian, but they take place in church because that's a really nice house, and it's such a good place for this kind of meeting, when the kids want to sing a couple of songs, and all the kids and all their parents and even a couple of grannies and granddads want to look at this ceremony and celebrate the kids' end of school. So the church is kind of the room where this takes place, and it has nothing to do with religion. And yeah, it's been a lot of talk about this, and some people don't want to enter the church. But for me, this is a really special and very important tradition, because this is how I picture end of school. And that's really, really sweet that this school district has their their end of school ceremony in church, because it feels just like when I was a kid. So, like, I'm reliving my own kind of school traditions and celebrations now when I'm a mom, and I love it. It's almost like you get that giggly feeling of summer vacation when you sit at these like receptions, and the excitement's in the air, and it's like a ceremony. It's really, really special, and I love it. First year, this year that I'm showing you now and saving the memories from, I didn't know what to expect, because that was the first year, and I remember that I was so happy that it was just like I had dreamed about, but I didn't dare to hope for anything like that. The kids, they were, I guess, almost 70 kids. They entered the stage and they sang some really, really happy and fun summer songs, and songs about eating ice creams and having summer vacation. And that was also very sweet. It's special to see your kids up on stage, and they perform, and they are happy, and they are all dressed up. And then the principal and the headmistress, they had a talk, and they gave out some prizes and gave information about the year to come. So it was really, really sweet and very pretty, and very festive, celebrating the school year. And then we just met up outside school, the church, and we said bye to the teachers, and that was also very just quick, and like you don't need much more. They are pretty much fed up with each other at that point, I think. And it was so sweet, and we decided to make a family tradition and go out for dinner at a restaurant, and we will keep that tradition. Now I'm making some lace borders, because my kid here she's wearing a lace skirt, and I wanted to pick up on that girly and very sweet pattern, and make some laces for the clusters that I'm building. I have also made some bows with baker's twine. I have a kind of a baker's twine that has white and 2 different shades of pink, and it's really pretty. I love it. And when I'm looking at this video, I realize that I need to get a new craft mat, because I love my Heidi Swap craft mat. It's not that, but now it's starting to get a bit worn, and I have some stains there that can't come off. And now when I looked at all those bits and pieces that I got when I had punched the border, it's super sticky on that mat. It's really hard to get anything off it. You can't just wipe it clean. You need to like scrape it off the mat, and it's starting to annoy me a bit. So I'm thinking of trying to find another mat, and I really want it that big, or even bigger would be fine. So I guess it will be a couple of hours search online for something that could do for my desk. I want a mat so that I can like blend colors and just use my creativity without needing to worry about the table. But at the same time, I'd really much like to have a bigger space so that I won't the edge won't show on my videos, and I'd also like it to be easier to clean off. I'm starting to get a bit sick and tired of this stickiness since it's a bit rubbery. All this talk on videos and online about these new crystal drops from Nuvo and the Ranger enamel accents has gotten me to dig out my old paper pens from Vivacolors, and I'm using this here to make a couple of sweet pink dots in the embellishment clusters, and I'm using a glitter font thickness for my title, and it's Sommarlov 15. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon again. This is Åsa. Bye!